What's up, sweetheart?
You guys want bacon, egg, cheese?
Yeah. Ooh, we got that fancy cheese, don't we?
We have the fancy cheese, and we also have some provolone cheese.
Ooh, fancy cheese.
Yeah, my girlfriend, Sammy, moved up to Vermont last year after the games. Crushing it.
Yeah, she made bagels this morning because she knew you guys were coming.
I made the dough last night so that it could rise. And then this morning I made each of the bagels, you boil them, and then you bake them.
I always joke with her like she's like super mom, like always has food and snacks ready and making sure I have what I need for training, and definitely never puts herself first. She's always concerned with making sure I have what I need to kind of go off and train and compete, and absolute sweetheart.
My favorite part about that photo is that Sammy's 4'11" and she stood next to the one guy who is 6'8", so she's like up to his waist. I spent so much time and effort working hard for those, and then hopefully I'll never use them.
Stay in school, kids.
Nothing has changed since winning the CrossFit Games. It's kind of like, well, why would anything change, you know? Like, I live the life that I live because I want to, not because it's like out of necessity. I like the cars I drive. I like living where I live. I like everything I do. So, you know, winning the CrossFit Games didn't really change anything. Just kind of keep doing what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, man, I'm good right there. Eat that potato bread. I never give up that bread. No, you know the thing I did stop eating though, which I used to love, was pasta. Like, I felt like I could brush my teeth with marinara sauce. You know, like I loved it so much. I eat pizza probably twice a week.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like you know, like the Ninja Turtles eat. You know what I'm talking about. About to watch me make some perfect over easy eggs. Nailed it. We did a workout last week. There was like 200-meter sprints under a certain time frame, and you did it until you failed. Obviously, I'm a land cheetah, so there are things called water cheetahs. I'm one of those too. I'm a gosh damn water cheetah. Goddamn water cheetah. Oh yeah, the runny yolk. That's what the over easy egg's all about. Dip that bread in there. Oh man. I feel sad for anybody's paleo. I'll tell you what. We got Dominic here, head wrestling coach for Jack's wrestling team, and JP. JP went to regionals this year. What did you take, JP?
I got 16th.
16th, yeah.
Oh, nice.
First year?
Damn.
First year going to regionals? Yeah, he trains out of ATR, and so he started coming over a little bit, and then Dom has been coming over about a year. He's brand new to CrossFit, so.
It's been an experience, that's for sure.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's almost directly put into the fire.
Paying the man, as some might say.
Gonna work out a little bit. I think we wanted to do something like, what was it, the yoke carry run workout at the games, but we're gonna do it with run around the lake. We're gonna push the yoke as a sled instead of carry it.
It's about like 95 maybe. We call this the frying pan, the cul-de-sac frying pan, so it's pretty hot.
Do we have sunscreen?
I think Ben needs it. He's a little white.
In the games, you're gonna be outside, you're gonna be in heat like that. Like, if you train in an environment that's more challenging than one that you compete in, you're gonna have an advantage over the other competitors.
Been watching him at the games for the past 9 years, and it's really cool being able to be there this year. They announced event 1, the run, swim, run. And in my head, I'm like, oh, that'll be cool to watch Ben go. And then I'm like, oh wait, like, I'm gonna be competing there this year.
We always were competitive, we always were challenging each other, and we're always trying to beat each other. We always get really mad when we lose, so. But it's all good, it's all healthy. It's really hot outside. Wow.
Wish it was a little bit hotter. Would have been nice.
Are you serious?
No. No. Hopefully Madison's not this bad. I don't think it will be in August, but I hope it's this bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
I learned this from the Open. It felt so good. I did this before an Open workout, the last one. I felt so good. I've done it ever since.
Most of the day is spent just trying not to sweat.
Yeah, I put all my vegetables into a blender. Vegetables and whole milk. Blend that bad boy up.
Oh my gosh. You put vegetables and whole milk into the same...
And a raw egg.
That's how you get that. Cannon. It's a upper receiver for your AR-15 that allows you to shoot 12-ounce soda cans full. 100 cartridges for the cannon. You're coming with us, right? Yeah. Because someone needs to shoot the shotgun.
If you said that thing hurt you yesterday, we'll see.
All right, so the deal is if we're going to the gun range, you guys need to shoot as well.
Okay. Is this truck your new baby?
Yeah. Yeah, she's my baby. Sammy, what's the truck's name?
Fern.
That's how you have to say it.
Yeah, you have to say it in that tone. So this is all like a functioning farm. Knock on the door, be like, hey, is it cool if we go shoot? He's like, yeah, what are you shooting? Like, some shotgun, pistols. He's like, all right, just pick up after yourself. If I was told I wasn't allowed to have it when I was a child and it goes bang, I want it. And he was like, I have the perfect thing for you. It's called the cannon.
That was unreal.
Just pure happiness. That's a keeper. I can't get over these things.
I think I might...
Are we doing squat snatches? Or?
Yeah, let's go squat. Yeah, mile run, 30 power cleans at 225, mile run, 30 dumbbell squat snatches at 100-pound dumbbell, 1 mile run, 30 muscle ups. So it's not technically a mile. It's only like 0.9, 9/10 of a mile. But with the hill, I call it a mile. We are in between regionals and games, you know, the work up to games, the funnest time of year for training, I guess. You know, you get to really push the running outdoors. I have a lot of motivators, you know, obviously enjoying what you do. Like if you don't enjoy this, you're not gonna be very good at it. That's a given. Standing on top of the podium, winning the games, such a short-lived thing anyways, right? But the daily grind, if you don't continue to enjoy it and have fun with it, like you're gonna go away really quickly. And that's why I think you do. You see athletes come to the games one time and they don't ever go back. And it's because they realize how hard it is to get there. I love coming out here and training and trying to be the best version of myself to where when I go to the games that I can be competitive against these other athletes. I still don't let my 7-year-old beat me at much. You know, like every once in a while I'll cut him some slack, but very little. You know, like I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose to him in anything. Playing the Nintendo Switch or whatever, you know, like, nah, dude, I'm not letting you win. Your neck is broken.
Oh, it's dirty.
Creatine JB. I drink 3 every day to help keep me strong. Hey, Happy, can I get one of those? Coming right up. Talk about a hole-in-one.
What percentage of your day is spent shirtless?
Lately, it's been pretty much the whole entire day. Otherwise, I go through like shirtless and shoeless. Otherwise, I go through socks and shoes.
It's a card.
What does it say?
It says Ben first, Alec second, Cody third. Don't show Alec or Cody.
Close it, close it.
I closed it.
We watched The Fittest on Earth.
You watched it?
Yes.
Did you like it?
It was cool.
What's your favorite part of it?
When Ben trips in the sand. Yeah.
The kids seem to love that part. They remind me of it all the time.
This year's group that we've had is the best we've had yet, so it's so much fun getting to train with them every morning and just having a positive environment coming in. It makes you want to come into the gym and train. It makes you want to push hard and want to get better.
Having Alec and Dane in the sport is really cool. We've never done the same sport growing up. Like me and Dane played baseball, we were 6 years apart. But having them be able to train every day and compete with every day, it's really cool. Like they're both really, really gifted athletes.
If I had a chance to beat him in any workout, I would go for it. That way, if I beat him, he's like, oh shoot, my little brother's beating me, so I had to step my game up.
Alec finally had that breakthrough and had that, like, hey, I made it to the games this year. Hopefully that's like just the beginning of his journey. And I know Dane's right behind him too.
Makes me want to make it next year even more. You know, it just pushes me. All the work he's put in over the years, finally made it, so hopefully that'll be me next year.
Having a good week. 2 more left. It's time to compete.
I haven't front squatted this heavy in a long time. I feel good. I'm not gonna sit here and say, no, no one does them. Yes, people do steroids. I don't think it's the people that are having the finger pointed at them. I think you'd be shocked. If the truth came out, I think you'd be shocked at the names that got listed. As in, it's not the top individual males. Look at the podium from this last year. And I don't want to insult Ben Smith or Vellner. Like, very fit individuals. But if you were just to bump into them on the street, you would never guess that they are some of the fittest humans in the world. Like, just, yes, they have muscle, they have, like, they're built, but there's a million other guys that look more built, you know? I don't think it's the guys that people are pointing the finger at that are using.
Trying to like motivate, like kind of dig deep of like, all right, why did I get into this? You know, the one thing that kept coming up was, you know, hard work pays off. You know, you want to test stuff all the time. You want to make sure that you're up to par, and you know, the hard work pays off. For me is, you know, putting in the work now of the stuff that isn't fun. Who did the stuff that they didn't want to do because they knew that down the road it would pay off? It's pretty much on a loop in my head of doing the stuff that isn't fun, knowing that down the road, when it counts, when people are watching, that's when this is going to pay off. Down in my basement training by myself, no one's around, no one's watching, that's when the work gets put in. If I want that great moment in front of people, I need to have a lot of terrible, grueling training sessions by myself.
I want a whole litter of kids.
Like how much is a litter?
Like I want triplets. So badly, I want triplets. Like, one litter of kids, be done. No, I just want to like bring home like a cardboard box of kids. And moderation is for cowards. Anything I've ever done was like well, if one's good, two's better. So I think it'd be good just like get through like the diaper phase all at once. Like I know that diaper phase will be hell, and who knows, you know? I'm not a parent. I don't know what I'm talking about. Between my 5'6" frame and Sammy's 4'11" frame, our children are gonna have to play sports that require weight classes.
We're at Pacific Hyperbarics Chamber. You know, gonna get a little oxygen this morning. Commando, nailed it. Nah, I just lay in a chamber, get put in a little depth, a little dive chamber. I don't ever sleep all the way through the night without waking up, at least like 3 times. When I get in here, I do. I sleep all the way through the night. I don't drink my coffee before I come, so I get to sleep if I can.
Are you ready? So he's breathing 100% oxygen in a pressurized environment. So 2 things happen. We increase the partial pressure of oxygen. So at depth, he's actually breathing more than 100% oxygen. And we're able to dissolve oxygen into the fluid of his body, as opposed to just getting carried by the hemoglobin in your red blood cells. It helps with recovery, speeding up the recovery process, and it also helps him with his workouts and getting him back in shape, ready for games.
I've always been very proactive with trying to find different ways to recover. I was like, I like oxygen, you know? So let's give it a shot. You know, there's like a window, I guess you could say, and the TV above it has a speaker that goes into it. So, you know, watch some good movies, man. All 3 Lord of the Rings. Watch Commando today, The Incredibles, Spider-Man.
How do you do? Did good, man. Yeah? No? I'm just hanging out down at the bottom of the ocean.
Wouldn't be the first time, right?
All right. I typically like a pour over, so right now I'm using the Kalita Wave instead of like the V60.
Good dude's coffee, bro. Let's get after it, you know? I love coffee.
This were a gift from our friend Hessa. She got me like 4 or 5 coffee makers, grinder, like these specialty coffee beans.
I got travel with coffee. I travel with my little hand grinder.
Really?
Like, so anytime I'm going somewhere, like, people always like, wow, you bring your own coffee? I'm like, I like coffee. I like good coffee. Yeah. So, yeah, we weigh. This is the only thing I weigh. I don't weigh food. I weigh coffee. That is it. So now we're just wetting the filters. You don't want that paper taste.
Cat poo coffee? Have you ever heard of this? Some type of cat that they feed coffee beans to. The cats shit them out. And it's like this delicacy.
So then you pour 50 grams of water in, let it sit for 30 seconds, and then over like a 2-minute period, you add 300 more grams of water. It's not a big deal.
What's better than cat poo coffee? Elephant poo coffee. There's not many elephants in the world.
So you put a little hot water in it, let it sit for a couple seconds. Now you got a hot mug. There you go.
So was it good coffee?
All right.
Regionals week, was feeling really good, and then we had a really hot day on Monday, and I just started feeling weird, and I knew something was wrong, and I wasn't sure what it was. I had some type of heat exhaustion. I was cramping all over. I had never had that in my 10 years of doing CrossFit, so I was just praying all weekend that I would be able to come out and compete, and Friday just wasn't myself.
We've seen Ben Smith do this several times. I don't think there's any big cause for, oh my goodness, he's not the top 5 after event 1 or anything. We'll see how that stacks up when it's all said and done.
Ben Smith, 3-way tie for 19th place.
I know God doesn't put you in positions you can't handle, so I'm gonna go out and try to handle it. You're gonna go till 4 o'clock, so you got a long time, so if you wanna get some eating, get a shake, cool down.
He's more nervous than I am.
I don't blame him, it's my fault. By the end of the weekend, they all hate me, and I hate all of them for this stress. I'm too old for this. I don't know how much longer I can do this, let alone them.
I was behind by a lot after the first day, but I just looked at it like, okay. It was either you can say I don't feel well and you can quit, or you can give up, or you can say, all right, here's one of your biggest challenges, let's see if you can come back.
Listen to this crowd as he gets near. Anderson walks forward, it's gonna be Ben Smith then.
This will be the largest point deficit anyone has clawed back to a qualifying spot so far this year.
Ben Smith is back.
You know, after the games, I'm normally, on the first day, I'm not doing it too hot, so always trying to come back, always working my way back. It's fun to make a comeback, so just looked at it like a challenge and was able to pull it out.
Oh, forgot that. Thank you. Good call.
I think I might get a chimichanga today. I've been counting macros for the past like 6-7 months now, and I've been really good. And I used to have chimichangas like maybe 2 or 3 times a week before that, and I had one after regionals for the first time in like 5 months. They're just so good.
Get it?
Yeah, I'm gonna get one. I'll get one.
Thanks.
No way.
Yeah. That's called the secret to the CrossFit Games.
That pride.
Right there, baby.
Explain to me the emotions you feel.
Right now, satisfaction.
Okay.
What did you say?
I said that was more food than I ate in the last 2 days.
The bike event. Well, I don't know if you can call it a bike event. It could have other movements in it, so it might just be more than a bike event, but there is a bike, a Trek Mountain bicycle.
What was the post?
It was Dave with his chicken scratch handwriting, and then it panned over to a mountain bike. That's all it was.
It'll be good. Run, swim, run, and then bike. I'm down. Done it before.
Not gonna lie to you, I have felt cooler. Like helmet on, just unbuckle it. Is this your first official ride on the road? Not even an official ride. This is my first ride, period.
Anytime I've ever seen a cyclist on the road, just like, what are you doing, buddy? Like, why are you doing this? That doesn't look enjoyable. And so yesterday, almost immediately, I was like, man, I'm eating all my own words because I'm loving this. It'll be something that gets incorporated into training now.
Made some adjustments this off season, you know, and we'll see how they play out. I learned a lot last year at the games. A lot about things that I thought I was good at, and I you know, didn't, like the swim. Jeez, like I took 14th in the swim workout, and I'm like, I haven't taken anything less than 3rd in a swimming workout in CrossFit. So never a failure, just learning.
We got some hill sprints and then some running after the hill sprints too. Anything that involves like athleticism or involves like high skilled gymnastics. So like I want to see like a 100-meter sprint like for time. I love sprinting.
I feel ready. I feel good. Peaking at the right time. Looking forward to see what we can do.
I enjoy winning.
Going in, taking second, first is a pretty big target on his back.
He was on another level, so I have to step it up. I have to be a little bit more consistent than that.
I hope you play your cards right. I hope you are in the best shape of your life. I want a good race. I want to feel good about this win.
Matt's a great competitor, but there's no one out there that's not beatable.